Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here today. It's the 7th of April 2024. If I could ask a little favour please, and that's if you consider subscribing to the channel, that'd be a big help. So please click the button if you would. Today it's the marvellous Graaf and their live album from all the way back in 1978, Vital. Now, it's just been remastered and re-released in a double CD format. Other formats are available, of course. And what's notable for me about this is that with it being a double CD, it restores the full set list from the original vinyl album, because earlier CD versions had been abridged and cut some stuff out so it could fit on a single CD. But none of that here. It's a double. And it's, as you know, the running order is the full original as it was on the double live album from 1978. But I say other versions are available if you prefer other than CD. And Graaf, of course, they've always been one of those Marmite bands, haven't they? You either love them or you don't. And I'm firmly in the former. I love them to bits. Always have. You know, listen to them frequently because, well, there's nothing else like them, is there? The intricate, inventive songwriting of the musical genius that is Peter Hammill. This isn't just prog, it's extreme prog, right? A full-on sonic assault of some intense proportions. Just to chuck some words out, heavy, brutal, sensitive, atmospheric, dark, brooding, powerful, and in some parts it's unsettling. It was recorded at the much-missed Marquee Club, January 1978, and it would then be the band's swan song because they split. It was a revised lineup at the time because Hugh Banton wasn't there. They brought in Charles Dickey on cello and David Jackson returned on saxophone and whatnot. And that did mean a quite dramatic reworking of some songs from studio versions. For example, Hamill's, stark, bleak electric guitar has more prominence, and Nick Potter's bass, that sounds like a squadron of jet fighters breaking the sound barrier. It's quite something else. Add to that, Guy Evans' intricate drumming, Hamill's intense vocal. The man's got such a range, hasn't he? The ability to go from a whisper to a growl to the highest of pitch in pretty much an instant. The overall band performance is a proper monster. And of course it's lyrically sharp too, because Hammill always did and does write very cleverly. And dealing with some subjects here as immortality on Still Life, astronauts exploring the galaxy, travelling faster than the speed of light in Pioneers Over Sea, and of course the plague of lighthouse keepers, about a lighthouse keeper's frustration sitting in his tower and seeing people floundering out there at sea that are beyond his help, and how he tries to deal with that. It's just phenomenal, so inventive. But musically here, Ship of Fools, a big brutal opener, say that stark guitar of Hamill's and his growling vocal delivery, it's a thumping start. Still Life, that slow, bleak, brooding, angst-ridden vocal section first, with just some background noise, and then it breaks out into that frantic heaviness before merging back into a bleak ending. And Hamill's vocals range here goes through a full set. It's quite something to listen to. Last Frame thumps away in a much different way to the more restrained studio version. Then we've got a medley of excerpts from a Plague of Lighthouse Keepers, because of course the full version's 20 odd minutes, but we've got an abridged few sections here along with the Sleepwalkers, and it's quite something that complicated stuff like this could be reproduced live in the way that it was. Pioneers Over Sea, so full on power and angst, heavy as you like, and it's quite unsettling as well. And again, Potter's bass is so powerful. Sci-Finance and Door, straight to the point, stark, brutal, heavy. And the riotous, all-out punk thrash of Nadir's Big Chance that brings it all to a close is stunning. And set the template, no doubt, for many a new wave band that would follow. And indeed, none other than John Lydon is on record as being a fan of Van der Graaf, so no doubt influenced by him. And whilst Vital did see the end of Van der Graaf at that time, 78, they did reform in 2005 and release some very fine albums, and Hammill remains a prolific solo artist. But for me, Vital is just that. It's Vital. It's one of the finest live albums of any rock genre that I've owned or heard, and you'll find nothing else like it. And it's so good that now we've got a CD version. Well, except other versions are available with the full set from the original vinyl without any missed off like it has been previously. I don't think there's anything else like it, and I say it's right up there in my top 10 live albums, and will always be. I can't see it being knocked out by anything else. Properly recommended stuff. As always, I'll put a link to it on Amazon in the description below, so you can go there and see what versions are available in addition to the double CD. I mean, no doubt there's the usual download streaming stuff that goes on, so I'll do that. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go. That would be excellent if you do that. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.